We're here with the great Cung Le, and there's one question all his great fans want to know is, when is Cung Le fighting next?
I will be fighting next year. This year I'm tied up with the big movie. It's called Pandorum. It's with Dennis Quaid and Ben Foster. I'll be leaving the end of this month for 2.5 months. I'll be filming in Berlin, and this is a big project. Up-and-coming director called Christian Albert, and then the producer is the producer who did all the Resident Evil, and it's a science fiction thriller horror. It's the script is just off the hook, and definitely I got a huge part, a supporting lead, and I just can't blow this opportunity. So, and plus they won't let me fight, before this movie. So,
what do you think about Robbie Lara? Is there a possibility of going up against him?
You know what? With Robbie signed with Pro Elite, and they got a deal with CBS, and I'm with Strikeforce. I got a deal with NBC. Strikeforce has to deal with NBC. So, right. That fight probably doesn't look like it would happen. But a fight that would happen if Dana White says, "Hey, Cung Le, I want you, like he did with Royce Gracie, come in and fight Anderson." That fight's more likely to happen because Dana's more open-minded. My promoter, Scott Coker, would definitely let that happen. So, something like that would happen. But with the networks involved, like CBS and NBC, they're going to collide head, and they're not going to say, "Oh, we can't have this fight happen," even on Showtime. So I think the fight that would, like with small chances, is the Anderson Silva.
Yeah. Well, so that's your answer, guys. There's a lot of politics involved in the mixed martial arts. So tell us a little bit about some of the new students that you have. You have AJ Johnson as well in your new.
Yes, AJ just came on and started training over at my camp. He's got a lot of talent, and he's not even really bloomed as a, hasn't even matured as a fighter yet. He's still got a lot, to learn with the strikes, and he's already doing a lot of damage out there with that striking ability that he has now. Just give me about another year, and he's going to be unstoppable.
Cung, if it's possible, if you could share with your fans and the audience members of FightCoverage.com, tell us a little bit about. Obviously, a lot of people know the Gracies with jiu-jitsu, the shoot box, Anderson Silva, the Muay Thai. Very few people know about Sanshou. Tell us a little bit. Tell our viewers exactly what that fight form is.
The Sanshou is a Chinese style, full contact. It has all the elements of like boxing, kicking high and low, sweeping, throwing. Only thing it doesn't have is the ground game. And with Sanshou, I think for me, it was a great style for me to transition into the MMA because of the fast pace, the different kicks that throw a lot of the MMA fighters off. And I think Sanshou is if it gets more popular over here, I think a lot more people will start doing it, because then there will be more gyms that will be offering it. But in China, it's like their national sport. Believe it or not, in the Olympics, Sanshou is a demonstration sport.
Cung Le has opened up some really new gyms as well, with and really diversifying your market out there as well. And tell us a little bit about that, some of the new gyms you have.
Actually, I just closed down 2 small gyms and opened up a real big one. It's called Universal Strength Headquarter, and you can look it up on kungle.com. And it's definitely within, like I say, 4 months, I had 200 students, and it's still growing. I'm close to 300 now, and I have a great team behind me, and I'm just grateful to be alive. I thank the Lord every day, and just waking up today I feel blessed.
Thank you so much, Cung. A big shout out to some of your great fighters, Palacios, Elena Maxwell, the AJ Johnsons. You've got a great gym in Hayward. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.